clean. Always keen.
Nice girls.
Always keen. Sis, come on.
I like these as they don't spill. Rockstar glasses. Guys, it's like it's midday, so it's okay.
The joys of being
Cheers.
Cheers, sweetie. Oh my god. Really? Cheers. Cheers. Oh my god.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got Uzuziwe.
Hey guys.
I've been thinking about, she's gonna introduce herself and tell us why she's here.
Of course.
But I've been thinking about doing a video about hair care under weaves. So I don't wear weaves much, so I wanted to like bring some
Wigs.
Oh, wigs. Weaves when you sew it in.
Yeah, so it's when you literally like sew it in.
Actually, you're right, because there's different methods.
Yeah.
To take care of your hair if it's accessible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's. Do you want to do wigs and weaves or just wigs?
I think let's stick to wigs just to simplify it.
Okay, so we're gonna do hair care under wigs. So she'll emphasize on her hair and I'll emphasize on natural hair. I'll add on to whatever
the queen of hair.
The queen of everything. When vlogs, husband, what is it, marriage, hair, makeup. Anyway, okay, Zuzi, over to you.
Okay, cool. So hi guys, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Zuzi Wigs. I'm a fellow. Are you a YouTube? Do you refer to yourself as a YouTuber?
No, I'm an influencer.
So you're an influencer.
I'm a natural hair enthusiast, but my business is based on Instagram. YouTube is a support system.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Support pillar.
That is a corporate answer, sweetie. A well thought out answer. Okay, now I just refer to myself as a content creator. So I create content on mainly YouTube, and then I think Instagram would be my support. So basically that is that. When I got invited by Osno Viewer to join you guys on this amazing channel, I was a bit intimidated because I feel like I don't know a lot about hair, but I was like, it doesn't matter. She actually made me feel so comfortable because she was like, it doesn't matter, we all have hair. If you've got hair that is growing underneath whatever you're wearing, then you have an opinion. So 100%. That is what I'm here to have the discussion about. And are we going to start with the first tip that we have for them?
Okay, so Uzuzi will mention all the tips and then I'll add on, after every tip, I'll add on. If I've got anything to add on, I'll add on.
Yeah.
Probably will because I've got a big mouth.
Of course. Okay, so my first tip, if you are wearing a wig, this is basically to take care of your hair. This is making sure that you keep your hair clean. So washing it, whether you undo your cornrows or you washing your cornrows, it doesn't matter. Just wash them regularly. And for me, that is like maybe within 2 weeks, I always make sure that I refresh, whether I go and redo my cornrows because I've got eczema, so my scalp is usually very dry, and dryness usually results to itchiness. So if I'm scratching myself and my cornrows come undue and they look untidy, so maybe after 2 weeks I might need to redo them. But if I don't, then I'll just wash them with like a good shampoo that I have at home, and just making sure that I keep them clean. Okay. Especially if you're putting products on them.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. Hair only grows from a clean scalp.
Yeah.
And basically to take away itch and all of that, your scalp has to be clean at all times. So if you've got products sitting in your epidermis, that's when you start getting dandruff. And that epidermis is the section. Is the skin underneath your scalp and basically skull. So when you're putting in oils and hair food and stuff, that's where it sits. So if it sits there and it molds up, it becomes dandruff.
Okay.
Sometimes so people sometimes see dry skin as being dandruff, but I know the difference. I've had dandruff before. I haven't had dandruff in like 3 years, but I've also had dry skin. So when I got rid of my dandruff, I still had dry skin. When you actually open, you'd see like cracks.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I've also got eczema, but not on my scalp.
Okay, I've got it everywhere.
Yeah, so so how do you take care? Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
But I'd actually open my scalp and I'd see like cracks, you know, like dryness.
Netty drought.
Yes! What are the ends?
Yes.
Yes. So then actually the best way to get rid of that is cleaning your scalp. So using apple cider vinegar with your treatments, making sure your scalp is always clean. So I would say once every week. I don't know the implications of washing your hair once every week, what the implications are on wig
I don't think there's necessarily any implication, but I think it's just a matter of the dedication that you have to your hair.
Time.
So the time and how invested are you. So you are like an all-inclusive, very comprehensive type of girl when it comes to hair. I am not, but I also want to make sure that at least I keep some level of healthiness within my hair. So that's why I make sure that
a bit more sustainable.
Yeah.
You've got a child and so I've dedicated my whole life to hair care now. I've even left my job, so I have time. So even if you don't have time, guys, I think under the shower, you don't use shampoo. Shampoo causes that dryness as well. So in the shower, you just take a conditioner. Literally after just before you wash your body, because if the conditioner ends up on your body, you want to wash it off. So you take the conditioner twice and you put it in your rolls and you literally
no shampoo, conditioner.
No shampoo, conditioner once a week, and then shampoo you use once a month or every time that you feel like you need it. So shampoo is when your hair, even though you're putting in conditioner to wash, still feels gunky. Still feels a bit heavy. But then obviously if your hair's in cornrows, you're not even gonna see the difference when it's gunky or not. But I'd say conditioner every week and shampoo once a month, or maybe once every 6 weeks shampoo. So I think once a week, keep your scalp and your hair clean, like you said.
Coolio. Why am I feel like I'm leading this.
You are, because I brought you on as the person who has healthy hair under your wig, and you take care of your hair under your wig. And I'm just adding on for the natural hair perspective, and maybe for the more what do you call it? Dedicated, like
I hear what
like input or aside or whatever.
So I scratch out you can just wait it. Okay, cool. So this is the second one.
This is good 10.
Okay, so the second tip is to find a good conditioner. So this is something that we just spoke about now, because for me, like I'm saying, like either it's 2 weeks or maybe I can extend it to a month, let's say. So
wash it once a month.
Oh,
sorry, I'm being judgmental.
You are being judgmental, but I feel like these are good conversations to have, right?
100%.
Because for me, like I'm saying, this is the stuff that I do, and I do have bad habits when it comes to hair. You know,
all of us have bad habits.
Exactly, and I think that's why we're here, so that we can have the discussion. So if it's not 2 weeks, I can stretch it to a month. And obviously you'll see the repercussions of that, your hair breaking and all of that. But sometimes I don't pay that much attention because I'm like, fine, like every week. It's not that bad.
So then you feel like because you're hiding the hair, you
can get away with like
you won't
not taking good care of it.
I get you.
So, but it doesn't make it right. But we have to be honest.
It's the reality.
Exactly, and I'm sure there are people who do the same thing as me. So a good conditioner, like we're saying, is important, and I think maybe using products, if you are gonna do that, even though you shouldn't, if you are gonna do that, I think maybe finding products that will assist. Like, so let's say I can't be using like harsh products if I know I'm not gonna be cleaning my hair all the time.
So I'd say the opposite.
Really?
So I'd say if you're gonna wash your hair once a month, then you have to use shampoo that one time.
Oh yes,
it needs to clean out more
because I'd say dirtier.
And I'd say use a shampoo with sulfur. So sulfate-free shampoo is not harsh at all. So it's for people that regularly wash their hair. And then the original shampoos that strip out your hair a lot is for like people that produce a lot of oil in the hair, which is usually not black people. But now if you're gonna put oils and creams and stuff for a month, and then you're not washing your hair, I'd suggest that you use a shampoo with sulfate. Just to clean out properly, and then to last you the month, to make sure that you're good for the month. Also because it's in cornrows, I think it's better. But obviously if my hair is out like this and I'm washing with a sulfate shampoo, the dryness is gonna show. And I'm not gonna be adding as much oil. I don't know. I don't even know if you add oil, but anyway.
I don't necessarily add oil, but I use a cream or like a shea butter. So I got like a tub of shea butter from a friend of mine, but I do not want to. Oh, sorry guys, but I don't want to use a lot because it does affect my wig. So I don't want to lather.
So the products that you put on your hair also affect. Oh guys, it's so nice. It
affects like the quality of my hair, because if I put a lot of creams or I put a lot of oil, you'd find that my hair will be matting and it'll be clumpy and it won't be like.
So I gave away all my wigs on Instagram, so I was struggling. So the problem was that I would be lazy to take care of my hair, and then I just put on a wig. And also whenever I would put on a wig, all my wigs were oily because I really believe in the lock method.
Yeah.
So lock method is every single day in winter.
Yeah.
In summer you can get away with doing it like once a week. And the colder it gets, or the drier environments that you're in, the less times that you have to do it a week.
Yeah.
So So anyway, so you do liquid, oil, and cream.
Okay.
So then my wigs were always oily. So back when I used to wear wigs 2 years ago, the emphasis was always how much it moves.
Yeah.
You know? So now I see the emphasis has moved also to the hairline and the gluing and it must look really like real or
like natural stuff.
Not natural, but
I mean as natural as natural can get.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I get that. So you see, that's the difficulty. If you have natural hair and your hair needs water and oil and cream daily, and then you have to wear a wig and those two clash because the wig is getting too oily and your hair is getting dry.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I feel like that's why, like we were saying, like I think you have to find a good medium. But like for people who are truly dedicated and really care about their hair, it's going to be a hard balance to find. But for someone like me, I mean, I think there's a good space where you can exist if your hair is not falling off your head.
I think don't wear wigs every day.
There's that.
So one day you can put in everything that your afro needs or your hair needs. So you'll do the lock method. That day your hair will be out, you'll go to work. And then the next day your hair will be drier. Then you don't have to do cornrows, you can do flats, those flats.
So let's speak to people who are not, let's say I'm not comfortable walking out of the house without my wig. Let's just say I've got my own issues that I'm working on, and that's just how it is. So what do we say to those girls?
You say, I don't know. So I've never been an everyday wig girl.
Yeah.
And when I did let go of my wigs, it was like I used to wear them like when I want to look a certain way, like twice a week, 3 times a week. I never even counted. It was a hairstyle for me.
Yeah.
So for someone who wears wigs every day, unfortunately the reality is that your hair will suffer. Yeah. But your hair looks nice. So
for me,
okay, you don't have natural hair.
I have relaxed hair.
Yeah. So for relaxed hair, it's harder to make relaxed hair. It's harder for relaxed hair to look ugly. It's not chewing up as much water and oil and cream.
It doesn't require as much maintenance as natural hair.
Which is why people opt for it sometimes, you know.
And you can get away with them not taking that much care of it than natural hair. Is that what
I think if you took as much care of it every day, whatever, it would probably look 1,000 times better. But it's still nice.
Yeah.
Like when I had my relaxed hair, I used to put oil moisturizer every day and hair food once a week.
Okay.
But with my natural hair, it requires so much more. I can't use hair food. I can't use oil moisturizer because it actually just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I think there's products that are used for chemically treated hair, and there's products that are used for like natural whatever breathing or whatever hair. So
I think for me the one thing that I've just realized from this conversation is that people have different preferences, and like I was saying, if your hair is not falling out of your head, for me, that is just my take on it, and that's how I've done my hair, and that's how I've my relationship with my hair is pretty much touch and go. It's not necessarily all the way there. I was lucky enough, because also another thing that we can't ignore is the fact that some people are born with good hair, like not necessarily like, oh, it's healthy, but you've got a good flock of hair.
So yeah, genes. So I always say the 3 things that that influence your hair, how your hair looks.
Yeah.
It's genes, it's history. So how much you relax since you were born.
Yeah.
How much you put on cornrows and extensions from the time you started, maybe when you were 10 or whatever, because you've done it every week as opposed to someone who does it every 3 months. Maybe you'll have hairline problems. You know what I mean? So it's always genes, the history, and how you're currently taking care of it.
Yeah.
So those 3 factors then. So obviously if you're blessed with a full head of hair, like lots of hair, it'll never it can thin out. Yeah. But you've got you have a higher, what is it?
Threshold, or like
you got a better start
than someone else that has maybe like less hair. So basically I think that's also my situation. Like I've got healthy hair. I mean, it looks healthy, but it's not necessarily healthy because I don't really take that much care of it. But it's decent.
So let's maybe move away from the healthy.
Yeah.
That's very like
tricky.
Yeah. So let's just say it looks great.
It looks nice. So that's that. And then for me, I don't necessarily like. I think also because it's my work, I wear a lot of wigs. For work, I wear a lot of wigs, and I mean I review hair for to make a living and stuff. So for me, that's a different scenario. But obviously, before I started YouTube, I used to braid my hair. I used to like relax my hair and do pondos. I still do on my pondo, like ponies and all of that stuff. So I think it depends on what you like. If you're a girl if you like wearing wigs every single day, and like I said earlier, like I don't necessarily believe in what I said. Like you don't necessarily have to have issues to be wearing wigs every day. Maybe that is just how you
like you're doing it for work.
Prefer. Exactly. You don't know what someone else's reasoning might be that you see. So whatever it is, if you are content and you're happy with how your hair looks and feels for you, then I think that's fine. And I think you also need to leave room for betterment with anything in life, because you can't be like, oh no, I'm fine with the way that I'm doing my hair. I don't need any advice from anybody else.
Even me with my makeup, someone said, you great work, but the application can improve. And I was like, obviously I'm not a makeup artist, but I sort of just said, you know what, every single thing, your body could be better, everything could be better. Everything.
And I think it's just about how the next person who is maybe like, they educate you. What angle are they coming from?
So they could have said, when you do apply your eyeshadow, maybe look at whoever's video to see how to better do it. Because they just said, like all round you could do better, and that
which sounds very, and then you become defensive.
Because we're human, guys. Everyone's human, so tone is really important. So I think all the fights I've ever gotten into probably goes back to tone. Okay, so
we rambled.
We did.
We rambled.
I wanted to add, I won't lie, so I was motivated to stop wearing wigs and weaves because my work is afros. Hair. So my hair actually wasn't this nice when I was still not doing this for money. And as soon as there was a paycheck behind the motivation, I became way more motivated to take care of my hair.
Because there's a motive that's bigger than just you wanting to take care of your hair. And it's normal, and we don't want to chastise people who don't necessarily take care of their hair that much, because if it was just a regular schmegular day, you wouldn't maybe like, but we don't know, but you probably would not be as
No, I know, because I didn't have a 9 to 5. I've only been doing this for a year, 4 months from home, and my hair has improved in the last year. All this hair is from the last year, 4 months. I've cut off everything I had before that. So can you imagine, this is all from me spending an hour or two on my hair a day, because I do it for a living.
Dedication.
Do you get what I mean?
It's just like how I would spend like a good 30 minutes trying to glue down my wig and making sure I plug it and all of that. Obviously it's not on a daily basis. When I need to do
and maybe when you're cleaning all your wigs, it takes 12 hours. So that means on average, I think on average a day I spend an hour on my hair, because I wash my hair once a week and I treat it once a week. That treatment and that washing probably takes 3 to 4 hours. Obviously in between I walk around and I put on the treatments, and then every day I probably spend 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. So on average I think 45 minutes a day if I average out even the washing day
and everything.
So I don't know if you guys have that kind of time.
That's a lot, hey?
So point number 3.
Okay, so the third point is to find a good moisturizer. So for me, it'll be it'll be like a cream that's not too oily, because I don't want to put too much oil underneath my hair, like on my hair and underneath my wig, because it will transfer onto my wig and it will make my wig like dirty and clumpy, and it will matte. So like if I can find something that's just enough to moisturize my hair to the point that it's not dry.
I get you.
But like
okay, so your natural hair mustn't be dry, but also your wig mustn't be
like oily and stuff.
Okay, cool. So for natural hair, I emphasize on lock method, liquid, oil, and cream. I get that you can't use an oil because it'll mess up your wig. So I think hydrate, make sure that you hydrate using water. Sometimes I substitute the water with leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioner is majority water. So most leave-in conditioners are like 60% water. So I think leave-in conditioner or water. I know it makes your hair a bit wet, but it's fine under the wig because it dries like in an hour. Your wig won't stink because it's clean water. Leave-in conditioner, and then the cream. But the creams that I use might still make your hair oily because they've got shea butter and all that. So maybe an almond size amount of cream. And make sure that you put water and leave-in underneath every single day on your hair, and then put your wig on before you put your wig on. Okay. So would you do you have to put it just before you put your wig on? Can you not
let it air dry and then put your wig on.
Yeah, so what you do is that maybe you wake up and then you go to your mirror and you're washing your teeth and your face. Then you spray the water and you put in the leave-in conditioner and put the cream. And then you start to shower. Maybe you dress your baby. You're doing a lot of stuff, like maybe an hour in between.
Okay.
Even maybe driving to work. If you're gluing your wig, you can't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if it's your loose wig that you don't glue on, you can put it on in the car. If you're gluing it, you can spend 30 minutes in between. Just letting the moisture
suck in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, no,
So
that's
a good compromise.
Yeah, I feel like, and also we were so like in sync. We're like, it didn't drag.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. Okay, the fourth one is do not sleep with your wig on. It's the same principle with your makeup. Do not sleep with your wig on. Like it's not a thing. It's, guys, if you're dating someone, they will eventually have to see you. It doesn't matter, sis. Either way. Either way. So just take it off. Also, because for me, like, especially if you glue it on, because you're going to be sleeping with glue on your hair, which is obviously going to be thinning out your hairline, and also there's a lot of friction, especially if you also don't glue it on. So it doesn't matter, because when you don't glue it on, it actually moves.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's even worse because it's moving and there's a lot of friction and it can break your hair. So take off your wig and just put it back when you wake up, if it needs to be.
Don't moisturize when you go to bed because it messes up your skin. So you have to moisturize the next day. It's unfortunate, but also to add on to your,
what do you mean? What
so I was just adding to the previous point and adding to the fact that you say don't sleep with your wig on. So some people think, okay, since my wig is off at night, I can moisturize now. But it'll transfer on to, especially if you don't have silk pillowcases, even the silk ones. The oil transfers,
and then
your skin, you get pimples, you break out.
Got it.
But so just rather sleep with dryish hair. So if you moisturize in the morning, your hair at night won't be dry. And then when you wake up, it'll be dry, and then just do it in the morning. But now to add on to the friction thing. So whether you glue your wig on or you don't, you have to put edge control on your edges just to make sure that you minimize the amount of friction. So if you put edge control, it's not glue. So it's not like hectic. But it still lays your edges. Then you put the wig, and then the friction, instead of the friction going like this, it'll go like a bit less.
Because it's also like stuck.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And then it won't stick, but it's stuck sort of. And then when you wash your face, like at night, when you take off your wig and you wash your face with the soap, and then you're done, and then you take the warm water and you wash the edge control off. You cannot
even the glue.
And the glue. I remember you said you must make sure, guys, you cannot sleep with edge control in your hair. It has no benefits for your hair. It's not good for your hair. It's just it's a tool to help you not lose your hairline, or it's a tool to make your hair look a bit more sleek if you've got tight hairstyles on. But in no way does it benefit your hair. So don't sleep.
Do you think there might be companies that will work and try and put like nutrients or like things that will be beneficial for the hair in the edge control?
So they say, Eco Styler will say we've got different ones. One has like aloe vera, one has different things. One has olive oil or something.
And still,
I think the amount of olive oil or aloe vera in there
is so little that it doesn't even do anything. Okay, cool.
So even with oils, a lot of products are, or whatever oil, jojoba oil infused. I'd rather just use the jojoba oil.
Itself. Getting like a subpar product. Okay, cool. I get it. Fifth and the last one is do not pull out your wig. So if you have your wig glued on, do not strip it off like your lashes, even though you're not even supposed to be stripping off your lashes, but sometimes they do. But you always need to make sure that you moisturize, like spray some water on it and let it like lift up, and then you can pull it off. But don't just literally like drag it out, because it's gonna pull out your hairline. And I've seen that before. It's not cute.
So that makes sense. But nothing to add. Just use plain water maybe
to try and like soften the glue, and then you can pull it up, because you do not. I think the one thing that a lot of wig people are known for is like a receding hairline, and just make sure that you do not fall part of that, because it's just a few methods that you have to like apply into your routine to make sure that your hair is still looking good underneath, because you don't want to be wearing a wig and not be able to wear your hair out, because then you're going to be like that girl. You don't want to be forced to wear a wig. You want to wear a wig when you want to wear a wig, not because you have to.
So what's your number one, like out of all those 5? If no one has time, or you don't care, you just want to put on a wig every day, what would you say is the most important just to keep you on the good side?
On the good side, I don't know if I have just one. I think for me it would be
the order.
The order, yeah. So important, like the order of importance would be obviously to take care of it. Make sure that your hair is clean.
Okay.
Just clean hair, because it's an enclosed space. You're putting on something on top of your head, and it festers, and there's a lot that happens. So make sure that you wash your cornrows. You don't, like I was saying, you don't necessarily have to take them out. Just make sure that they're clean.
That's the most important for natural hair as well, keeping your hair and scalp clean.
Just
so
make sure it's clean.
We are in agreement.
Exactly. There's a lot in common than people would think.
There is.
So
actually, I thought that it would be more the same stuff. I'm shocked that there's such a difference.
It's crazy.
So you're shocked that there's more in common.
And
I'm
you're
shocked that there's such a difference.
So so that's the first one, and then the second one would be the last one that I just spoke about, which is pulling your wig, because I feel like your hairline.
Your hairline, man, takes away your self-confidence.
Your hairline is like the one thing that will either make or break you.
Hairline is like teeth and skin.
Exactly. It's so important, and like you can be so insecure if your hairline is receding, because you feel like, and also there's such it's a derogatory thing. Hairline. And it is just like a thing.
I get that.
And besides people like not liking it, because it doesn't really matter what people think, but it's also not healthy. It's not healthy for your hair to be receding. It's not
alopecia.
It's not a good look.
By the time you're 40, it might not ever come back.
It's just
you don't want just not cute. You don't want that. You don't want that. It's a bad example for your daughters. And
because if you have a child, and it's people, like sometimes you find that, and this is not to speak on anyone's parenting, but I would shy away from like putting extensions on my child.
I've seen as well.
I would shy away from that. I only started putting on extensions, I think, when I was maybe in high school-ish. But obviously my mom would put braids on me every now and again, but it wasn't like for extended periods.
Yes, it was on holidays.
That is, like when I used to have like a bowl, like I would literally be like bald-headed.
Oh wow.
And my mom, I feel like my mom hated me, but anyway.
That's so dark.
Because
I think I saw one of your videos.
Yes! Oh my god. But make sure that you take care of your hairline. I think for me is, so those are the top 2 for me.
And for you? And I agree.
Yeah.
I think hairline and clean, and those 2 things can also help you for the future. So natural hair care and skin care and all of that stuff is not just for today to look good today. It's about what's gonna happen when you're 40. Like the chemical peels that I do, even though I have breakouts every now and again, I know that when I'm 40, my skin will be nice.
And that's the one. And a lot of people actually don't think about what they're going to look like in the future. They only care about now. And they don't understand that it actually has long-lasting effects. And babes, you don't want to be 40 and chubabare. Hairline is gone.
And some products make you look nice now, but 40.
As poor people does.
It's so good to have you.
Good to have you. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was such a pleasure. All right. Are you gonna
outro the shows or girls? Guys, I don't know if I want to say see natural, because are we natural?
see ourselves.
See ourselves.
Exactly.
See our papa.
Does it.
And you.